Hi guys, welcome to Easy Peasy Gardening. I'm your gardener friend Ruchi, and today let's talk about propagating this beautiful coleus through its cuttings. So coleus is a beautiful plant. It likes shade, and it comes in so many different vibrant colors that I really love to have it around my garden in shaded areas. And you can grow it from the seeds, which I have done it before, and I have put the link in the description for you to check it out. And if you have a plant, or if you know someone who has a plant, you can actually take a cutting and very easily grow a plant from it. And the best time to do that is in spring, because spring, summer, fall, that's the time that they really thrive. In winters they go dormant, and in some cases, they may not even survive outside. So the best time to plant it is in spring. So I have this beautiful coleus growing in this big container, and there are three different types. This is one color, and this is another one, and there's one more here, the light shaded one. And it has grown really tall. I grew these from seeds, and now I'm seeing that this one is kind of overshadowed by these two. So I want to prune them, and then at the same time, since I'm going to prune them, I want to use those cuttings to grow more plants. So that's what we are going to do today. So to prune these, the first thing that I'm going to do is that clean my shears with these rubbing alcohol so that they are sterile. So I've just dabbed this paper towel with this alcohol, and here are my shears. I'm going to just clean them. And now I'm going to take the cuttings. So like this is a big one that I want to take the cutting from. So these places from where the leaves grow, those are nodes. So you want to cut just below a node. So I'm going to cut it here. So look at this. So this is the place, this is a node. Now I have cut just below that node. So this is one cutting. Now from this one, again the same thing. I'm going to take a cutting from here, so just below this node, and from this one, just below the node. And hopefully now this other one, this will get some space, and that will grow too. So let's prepare the cuttings. First of all, remove all the leaves from the bottom, and then cut off the middle portion at the top, because that's really tender, and it will wilt very quickly, and it requires a lot of energy to survive. And then the remaining top two leaves, cut them in just 1/4 left. So now this stem is ready. Similarly, this one, I'm going to remove the bottom leaves, remove the middle top leaf, and cut off the top leaves in 1/4. So this is another stem ready. And then same thing here. And ideally you want to do it in the springtime, because that's the growth period. So now in this planter I have half cocoa peat and half compost and a little bit of perlite. So cocoa peat keeps the soil moist for a long time. Compost gives it nutrition, and perlite is just for good drainage. And of course the planter has drainage at the bottom. So now I'm going to just dip these in rooting hormone So rooting hormone kind of prevents the rotting of the stem. So I'm just dipping it in here and then make a hole and put this in. So the bottommost node will go inside the soil. Same thing here. Covered it with rooting hormone. And I'm going to make a hole. Oops. And put it here. The third one. I'm a little worried about this one because it is too tall. Okay, so now I'm going to water these and then I'm going to cover it with a plastic bag like this, just loosely. So what will happen is that whatever water evaporates, it kind of stays in here, and that helps for these cuttings to develop roots. They need moisture all around them in the soil, and they need to be in warmer temperature. So I'm going to keep it outside in a shaded area, because these days the temperatures are pretty mild, 80 degrees Fahrenheit in the daytime and mid 50s at the night time. So it's pretty mild. So going to leave it outside, and after a couple of weeks I'll remove the plastic bag, and also I'll keep misting these every once in a while so that soil is moist and the stems are moist. And as they start to grow, I'll keep you posted. It's been 3 weeks that we planted these cuttings in here. So first 2 weeks I had covered it with the plastic bag and I was misting it every day, and it was in a shaded area in the garden, so it was all humid and kind of warm. And then I moved it into an area where I removed the plastic bag, and it was it was getting a lot of indirect sunlight, and I was watering it only when the soil was dry. And it seems like that these are fresh leaves, and all the three cuttings have these fresh leaves, so it seems that all the cuttings survived, but we'll see. It's been exactly 1 month that we put these cuttings in this planter, and if you look at these now, they are flourishing here. So the first 2 weeks they were under a tree in a shaded area, and they were getting water every day, just a little bit of misting. And then I moved it in an area where they were not getting the water. I was just watering them when the soil was dry. And look at this now. So if you look at this cutting, so this is the half leaf, and this is another half leaf that we have left in on the top, and this this is fresh growth. If you look at this one, this is the half leaf we left, and this is fresh growth. And in this case, these were the half leaves, and this is fresh growth. And even at the bottom, you can see fresh growth in all these stems. So it is very easy to propagate your coleus plants using the cuttings. You just take the cutting, plant them in, make sure that they stay in indirect sunlight and the weather is warmer, meaning it quickly propagates if they are in warm and humid conditions, and they just start to grow, as you can see here. And let me show you what happened to the cuttings, I mean to the original plants. So we made a cut here, and you can see underneath this branch is developing and this branch is developing. Then so there's another cutting here, and you can see this branch growing really fast from under that cutting. And here's the third cutting, and you can see from under the cutting these two branches are growing. So these are growing a little less, they're not that much, maybe because other branches like this one is growing very tall, so maybe, but there is growth there also. You can see fresh branches. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.